Hey, it's the Insane Gamers, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final ever PBR battle. It's so sad to say, but unfortunately it's true. This is the last PBR battle I'm probably ever gonna upload on my channel. The Wi-Fi servers are down, and this is the last one I had stashed away. But it's an epic one nonetheless. Disco is coming back, and my ultimate rival in life decided to make an anti-B team. I'm trying to bring back the disco craze, and he's over here telling everybody rock and roll is the way to go. Well, guess what? It's not. It's time to bring back Disco, man. Let the music play. Also, his team kind of counters mine, but hopefully we can get around that. Anyhow, here we are at the Stargazer Coliseum, and it's an epic throwdown right now. Like, this is it, man. This is the battle. So, I know his team's probably going to be a Sunny Day team, by the looks of it. I mean, he's got a bunch of shift trees and a Crobat, and that's not good. I know he's going to set up the Sun, and then Brave Bird my freaking Ludicolo to oblivion. By the way, just used a Ludicolo in X and Y, I have to say. It did very well. I think I'm going to have to run it, like, on every team now. Ludicolo will still be used, guys, and don't worry, I'm also going to try to make a Mirror B team in X and Y as soon as I possibly can, which is pretty much whenever I want to. I'm just lazy. Okay, random interruptions, thanks to Beanie, you know, what at the heck. So the UPS guy comes to the front door, Beanie is like, I must kill him. I'm like, no, it's okay, just kill him, no. Okay, anyway, speaking of killing, nice critical hit on that shiny shift tree. It's a very odd color, it's like maroon, or carmine, or puce? I don't know. What the freak color is that? Can somebody with a good knowledge of the color wheel let me know? Anyhow, I got lucky, got a Parahax on him with my static, and I know to bring him down to a sash, which I expected the sash. You know, it's a very common item in PBR doubles, because it's a very good item in PBR doubles. Anyway, the sun is blinding in the Coliseum, and we don't want that. We want rain, man. we're like freaking Lady Gaga. We want to dance in the dark right now, so I'm going to try to set up the rain again, and I'm certainly going to switch out Salsa, because there's a Crobat over there waiting to freaking peck my eyes out, I'll tell you what. So I'm going to switch Dragonite in, since it's tanky enough to take a hit. The Gandalf, I'm not really worried about. I'm actually going to leave it there for this turn, because it's paralyzed, and it's pretty much useless even though the sun's up, so I'm not really fearing it too much. It's not really too big of a deal. Anyway, gonna call back Salsa, send in my Dragonite, my Shadow Poke. For those of you that aren't familiar with XD, Dragonite was on his team. It was the final Shadow Pokemon in the game that you could only get from Mirror B when you caught all the other ones. So that's why it's on this team. Also, it's a freaking good Pokemon, okay? Anyway, get that Rain Dance up, which is awesome. Freaking amazing. So the sun is gone, and he Brave Birded my Dragonite. Didn't really do that much. Unfortunately, Seed Bomb's gonna take me out here. So, Dragonite does have rain, but it's not very fast. So I need to kind of strategize here. I need to formulate a strategy. I need to play around this. Also, now that Electrode is dead, Crobat's gonna outspeed everything and just set the freaking sun up again like a douchebag. So anyway, what I'm gonna do with Shadow Poke here is go for Rain Dance, because I can get an attack off with Salsa, and then obviously Bacardi over there is just gonna set up the sun, and then in turn, I'm gonna set up the rain. You see where I'm going with this? This is me trying to be smart. And Salsa here is going to do something, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm reconsidering. This battle took a lot of thinking, because at this point I was like, what the heck do I do? I almost set up a Dragon Dance, but I'm really, really glad that I didn't, as you will see soon. Anyway, like I said, going for the rain. Also, it's important to note that Brave Bird didn't do half, so I am going to assume that Bacardi is probably like max HP or something. Anyway, Fake Out, yeah, okay, I don't know why I'm faking out. Honestly, what I should have done is Ice Beamed the the Crobat because it's super effective, and even if he switches, it's gonna frickin' destroy a Shiftry coming in. Anyway, I think the reason I took out the other one is because it has Seed Bomb, and yeah, that's actually gonna hurt Ludicolo a lot, so now that I think about it, might have been a good idea. Anyway, he actually switches, so my Rain Dance is completely useless here. I could have gotten a free turn to set up and a free Dragon Dance, but as you will soon see, I'm glad I didn't, because one Dragon Dance being up means I'm faster than his Crobat, and that'll be important very soon. Anyway, this Shiftry gets sent in, and it's holding a Flame Orb or something. I don't know, that's a little bit weird, but I guess it's got some kind of crazy strategy. I'm one for crazy strategies, okay, so I can relate. Anyway, the bane of my existence, Crobat comes in again, so I'm like, okay, this turn, he is going to set up the Sun. Absolutely gonna set up the Sun, so I'm gonna set up that Rain Dance and show him that my prediction skills are awesome. Even though I already predicted this once and it failed, but hey, you know, second time is the charm, even though it's actually the third. And I'm gonna go ahead and Ice Beam the Crobat because, I mean the Pinocchio. Why am I, like, getting confused? Man, I only had this battle, like, a couple days ago. What the heck? Anyway, Sun is now blinding in the Coliseum, and like I said, we're Lady Gaga, we're dancing in the dark over here, don't want any of that. Ice Beam goes off, it's actually not gonna take him out, that's kind of surprising, I guess that one's bulky or whatever. And like I said, ooh, nice predictions, get that rain up, heck yeah. And he's actually gonna fling the Flame Orb, I'm like, what? What is this strategy? This is insane. Flings it up my Shadow Poke and freaking burns my Dragonite. I'm like, you douchebag. And then I'm like, oh wait, never mind, I have a Lumberry, I forgot. So, that's that. Interesting, very interesting strategy with Shiftry. Like, that's actually really funny. I have to admit, like, that's creative, because you get the stab fling. Anyway, now I'm gonna go for a double team on the Crobat this turn, because I really need it to die, because otherwise it's just gonna keep setting up the Sun and being very, very irritating. Like, super irritating. Salsa here. I could go for the Ice Beam, but, you know, there's really no point. When I've got the Rain and I've got the Stab from Hydro Pump, it's gonna do a freaking ton of damage. Actually, it'll do more, because Ice Beam is 95 super effective, while Hydro Pump is Stab and Rain boosted, and 120 base power, so it's actually got more base power in the Rain, which is just insane. But anyway, Ludicolo is pretty crazy like that anyway, you know, it's actually definitely one of my favorite Pokemon. I mean, who couldn't love it? It's just funny, its personality is funny, and it's a duck-billed Mexican pineapple. You can't really go wrong with a duck-billed Mexican pineapple. Pineapples are freaking delicious, and so is duck. So, you know, you put the two together, you get a Ludicolo. Every good Chinese restaurant sells Ludicolo. Oh god, that's terrible. Ludicolo, I'm sorry, I don't want to eat you. Anyway, Sucker Punch goes off, he's burned, so it doesn't really do that much. Unfortunately, he double-teamed my Dragonite, so this is gonna take me out, but, at the same time, it's going to be a little bit inconsequential because the Hydro Pump is on its way to connect with that Crobat, and that other Shiftry is pretty much useless since it's going to go down this turn because of the burn. So I've pretty much got this game in the bag as long as my Hydro Pump doesn't miss, and it doesn't. Thank you, game. That would have been evil, that would have been mean, and I would have never forgiven you if you had missed that Hydro Pump, Ludicolo, because you're holding the wide lens. Anyway, Crobat is down, and now you may notice that we're getting a little bit of lag, like, you know how, like, PBR, it kind of freezes up and does all this weird stuff? Kind of like Brawl Wi-Fi. Remember how crappy that was? Well, PBR does the same sort of thing where it sort of lags a little bit, like you can tell right now. So I had to cut out like a huge, massive bit of laggy downtime. It was like 10 minutes worth of just sitting here doing nothing. And then I unfortunately couldn't hit the record button in time, so I cut off like the Pokemon being sent in, but it's not really a big deal. You get to see who I send in. So I sent in my physical Ludicolo. He's got his last Shiftry, the Morning Wood. Okay, I get it, because it's sunny and it's made of wood. Ah, that's funny. And dirty. But anyway, like I said, I got this game in the bag, so I'm just gonna go ahead and Brick Break and Ice Beam, and we'll call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing run with PBR. I've got like 150 some battles. I probably should have done my homework before I narrated this. Oh well, I don't do homework. I've got like 160 maybe battles, and it's been an awesome run. You guys have been awesome with PBR, and I'm very sad to see it come to a close, but, you know, all good things have to come to an end sometime. But hey, you know, I still got Pokemon X and Y, and I've still got that new Pokemon game coming out in November, so there's a lot on the horizon for this channel. Thanks for being loyal fans, guys, and I'll see you next time.